It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have Barry Eaton. We're going to be discussing his amazing novel, The Missing Mogul, a Tennyson Pierce mystery. Now, it's available for purchase through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, pretty much any online book reseller. You're going to want to head on over there and pick up your copies today. Before I go into the reasons why, I want to quickly point out that Barry was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by one of the best advertising firms in the business. And people, you already know, I'm talking about Lit Prime Solutions. So listen to me. If you're a writer out there, you have a book that you've written, and now you find yourself at a crossroads because you need help moving the book you just wrote. Well, I'm going to give you some fantastic advice, and I hope you're sitting down. You got to contact Lit Prime. They're one of the best in the business to do it, and frankly, this is what they specialize in. Head on over to litprime.com today and gather all of the ways that they're going to help maximize your creative endeavors. And listen, it is an absolute pleasure to have Barry here on the line. Now let's jump right in. Let's not wait any longer. Barry, what led you to write the book?
Mysteries are my favorite form of fiction, and I especially enjoy those which are set in the late Victorian era. Unfortunately, such stories have become difficult to find. While reflecting on this one day, the thought struck me that I might just need to write a book myself. Over the next week or so, I decided to start work on a novel based on events occurring in Dallas and the region of East Texas known as the Piney Woods. That choice of locale stemmed from family connections to the Dallas area dating back to 1846. In addition, I had access to some useful references, including an 1875 Dallas directory, which listed the occupation of every resident of the town at the time, an 1879 Texas Almanac, an 1895 Dallas Social Register, and a number of letters, newspaper articles, and property deeds from that time period. Those sources furnished some of the details which enabled me to place my fictional characters into a realistic background. As for the central crime of the piece, I resolved that it would not be a murder, believing that a less gruesome misdeed could still provide the basis for an intriguing investigation. It was my longtime interest in railroading that suggested the starting point for the plot, namely the puzzling disappearance of a locomotive from a stretch of track in East Texas. As I worked out the particulars of how and why the engine was taken and began laying a trail of clues for the protagonist to follow, I made a point of inserting relevant historical facts into the narrative. An appendix was then added to annotate those facts and expand upon them. The end result is what might be termed a mystery with a touch of history. It is my hope that readers will find the book both entertaining and informative.
Listen, I love that little moniker there, the history with some mystery. I love that. Barry, without further ado, the anchor is all about your fantastic novel, The Missing Mogul. Tell us a little bit more about it.
In the spring of 1886, a locomotive vanished from a siding near Marshall, Texas. When a thorough search failed to reveal any trace of it, the division manager of the Texas and Louisiana Railway decided to seek assistance from Tennyson Pierce, a Dallas attorney with a reputation for solving unusual crimes. Pierce was accompanied on the journey to East Texas by his new friend, Dr. Jarvis Weston, setting the stage for a tangled investigation that eventually stretched from the financial centers of New York City and Philadelphia to the casinos of western Louisiana. Along the way, Dr. Weston proved his worth by uncovering some key evidence concerning a conspiracy to establish a rail monopoly in Texas. In the end, however, it was the incisive deductions of Pierce that finally exposed the true motive for the theft and led to a daring confrontation on a remote stretch of track deep within the piney woods.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.